Hi everybody, today I'm going to review the Kindle Paperwhite 2013 version, and this is it. It comes in this plain box where you just rip out this slit, open it up. There's a little instruction pamphlet here. Actually, it's just one page. It tells you where to put the USB, micro USB port, how to turn it on, and that's about it. And this came wrapped with this wrapper, and it comes with only a micro USB cable. It doesn't come with a charger, which is fine. There's so many chargers around. Alright, so this is the device, and it's pretty nice. It feels solid. I noticed right away that the screen was not straight, so it kind of bothers me actually. You can tell that it's seriously, this like 1 millimeter of, or one, maybe even less than 1 degree of an angle of just a little bit tilt, and I can feel it, and it bothers me. But one thing I would say, as far as being Paperwhite, you know, it really is not. And let me bring up paper. Okay, so as you can see, this is a white paper, and it's quite thin, so you can see a little bit of the background. But even in, you can see the contrast. White paper is just whiter. And yes, right now you have the LED light shining, so it is illuminated. But the point is, they're telling you not to turn it off because you don't need to. So let me turn it off just so we can see how it looks like without. And I think that without, it actually looks even grayer. So if I put it all the way up, it actually looks whiter. But I think that the contrast goes away. So I'm not going to do a full review now. I'm just going to tell you the stuff that I like about the Kindle. I do like the form factor. I think it's a little heavy. I've noticed that while I'm holding it for a long time, because this is kind of narrow, that it's harder to hold. One thing they should have done is probably kept one side a little thicker and not care about where you're holding it. So a lefty could turn it upside down and hold it from the thicker side. So they do have a thicker side on the bottom, so you can hold it like this, but frankly, with all honesty, I think it's easier to read in portrait mode. So there's an LED here that tells you when this device is charging. This is the power button. When you turn it off, it goes into this add mode, and to turn it back on, you just press on it again. And man, they didn't get rid of this flicker, which really annoys me. But, you know, this is what it is. So let me just tell you what I think about it. The battery life has been pretty horrible from my experience. I've used it for a week and I had to recharge it. Is a week okay? No, I mean, they promise a month. And they don't promise a month of standby. They promise a month of actual usage. So in that case, it's a total fail in my opinion. Another thing that I'm really upset about is the lower PPI, or pixels per inch. This one is at about 220, 212, something like that. And really, the screens of today are capable of doing 320, even 400. And you really can tell. Anything lower than 300, your eye can detect the pixelation. And I put in a video of me putting this under a microscope just to show you how you can see the pixels, and also the afterglow effect when you change pages, and some of the shadow of the previous text is still there. If I had to pick, and I did, by the way, I bought this for my daughter, and I decided, you know what, this is going to go bad, and I got her the Nexus 7. She's been reading with the Kindle app, and she really loves it. Now, there's another problem with this Kindle as far as They changed from the previous Kindle to capacitive touch, which means that if somebody really lightly just goes over just to track where they are, it starts changing pages. And you can expect that on a tablet, but you know what? I think that for an e-reader, a physical button would have been nicer, and possibly a pressure sensitive display would have been better. And the reason for the pressure sensitive is because you do still want the functionality where you hold on a word and it brings out this dictionary, X-ray, and Wikipedia. Without the touch capability, it wouldn't be easily possible. So I think the previous technology where it was resistive, where you had to put more pressure on the actual area, would have been maybe better. So that's all I have to say about this device. It's going back. I personally don't like it. I know a lot of people really like it, but I don't find it easy to read on this better than like the Nexus 7. In fact, I think the Nexus 7 is easier to read just because the display is so good and you can't see any pixelation at all. And with this, you can. In fact, the reason I have this text so big is because anything's smaller and you can't read it really well. I also wanted to show you how much it weighs. So this weighs at 206 grams, which by itself is not bad, but it's coming very close to full-blown tablet weight-wise. So I'm not sure. At some point I was holding it like this and it became heavy for my palm or hand to hold it. And I don't think I have a very weak hand. And I can imagine people with weaker hands or even kids having a hard time holding it, especially with this semi-thin bezel. I guess if you maybe put a cover, it could be easier to hold. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know it was a short video. It was just my quick take, my opinion about this device and the things that I don't like about it and why I personally would not keep it. If it did the one thing right, which is being Paperwhite, being just like a print with high density, high resolution text where you can't see the pixelation, where it's really just like print, then I would maybe consider it, but at this point I really think it's not there. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, if you found it useful, if you have anything to comment about, please put it in the comment box. Please thumb up, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Till next time, bye.